I know that you don't like to hear that you have bad character, but maybe you should check your character now so that when you become a successful person, your bad character is not seen on a global stage. Hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi Achudume. If this is your first time here, you're super welcome. I am so excited to have you here with me. So here on this channel, we'll talk about topics, tips and tricks that will help us grow fearlessly to the best versions of ourselves. If you're interested in videos like that, please click the subscribe button so you get notified when we have new videos up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here again. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as you have enjoyed the other ones. Please remember to share this video with your friends and family so that we can all grow to the best versions of ourselves. Let's get into today's video. We are going to be looking at how to prepare yourself for the success that you expect. Let's go. We all have big dreams. We all have dreams and visions that we want to get, that we see ourselves as achieving or becoming in life in a few years or a few months or however long you think. One of the things that we get for free is the ability to dream. These dreams are free. Like you could legit sit down outside of your house, or you could just be standing outside and watch cars drive by, and you see this very nice BMW car and you're like, oh, I want this car, I'm going to get this car. Or you see a very nice Porsche driving by and you're like, I want this car, I'm going to get this car. You did not pay for that dream. You did not pay for that thought. You literally just looked at a car, wished it in your mind and said, this is what you want. And that's it. That's the dream. Very easy to get, very easy to perceive, very easy to just look at it and say, this is what you want. And now that's a dream that you have without paying any money. You did not stop the driver and say, I am going to dream about this, your car, and pay him any money or pay her any money. You just have it for free like that. Now, whether that dream that you have is realistic or not, or the vision that you have is something that you can get or is yours or not, it's not a conversation for today. I've talked about that in one of my goals video. I'm going to have a link here. You should check that out. Today, what we're talking about is preparing for the success, the dream, the vision that you have, that you know deep down, you know in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul, in every part of you, that this thing is for you and you're going to get it. How are you preparing for that success? How are you preparing for that dream, that vision that you have for yourself, that you want to achieve? What are the things that you are doing today towards it? What are the things that you are doing today to make sure that when you get it, it is going to stay with you and it's not going to leave in a few years or a few months? You're having that success for generations to come, for your fourth generation. That's what we're talking about today. So you've probably heard or seen, if you think about it, of people that have had some form of success or enjoyed some form of success in their life, and you just suddenly stopped hearing about them. As I'm even talking to you about it now, if you would let yourself just sit down and think on it for a few seconds, maybe a few minutes, a name or a person is going to pop up in your mind as somebody that has had success and now you don't know what is going on in their life anymore. What happens most times with these people is that they got the success, but they were not ready for the success. So they didn't know how to enjoy it, manage it, nurture it, to make sure it blossoms to continuous success. Because you can have success today, and if you're not able to replicate it, then it dies that day. It dies in that moment, in that season that you have. What we're going to be learning or talking about today is how to make sure that when this thing comes to you, when you get that dream, that vision that you have, it is going to be with you forever. People are going to be talking about you in 20 years, 30 years and still say, yes, she said this was going to be what she was going to do and she did it, and this is the result of what she said. And I say she because I'm a she. And it's not a lot of things that I'm going to tell you to do today. It's just going to be 3 things I'm going to share with you to make sure that you are prepared for the success. And the first one, you have to work on your mindset. Change your mindset. I hate to sound like a broken record, and please pardon me if I already sound like that, but your mind is very, absolutely important in this journey of life that we are on, that your mind can break or make you and the vision and the dream that you have. So if you let your mind, it has the ability to stop you from working towards the vision that you have or helping you to achieve that vision that you have. It can kill the success that you have before the success even becomes a sure thing. How? All you need to do is allow a few seconds of doubtful thoughts to be in your mind. Just meditate on those thoughts for a few seconds and that's it. Only that's not it. You have the power to actually pull through only that you're going to be doing a lot of work, harder work than you did when you had the initial dream or vision. So once you allow doubt to set in, you're going to be doing twice the work to make sure that this doubt that you have had is not what you're going to be thinking on, but you're going to be thinking on the possibility of you actually achieving that dream and vision. The whole picture of the dream and vision that you have for yourself starts from your mind, as I'm sure you know. But you now have to do the extra step of believing in that dream and vision for yourself. You can have a dream or a vision about yourself, but if you do not believe that it will happen for you, then it's not going to happen for you. So you have to believe that this thing that you're seeing as a dream or a vision is going to happen for you. I like to say this thing anytime I'm talking about goals that we want to work on or achieve, that when you have a vision or a picture of something that you want to do, you have it because you're able to do it. You're able to achieve it, not by your strength, but you have it because God has marked that thing as something that you are going to be the one to achieve. You are going to be the one that is going to have result in that thing with Him on your side. And so you knowing that, you having that vision tells you that you're already one step closer to having it because you had it. Nobody helped you to have the vision. So how do you change your mindset about success when it comes to this vision that you have for yourself? You have to constantly, continuously, consciously, and intentionally think on it positively. Anytime that vision comes to mind, you have to remind yourself that you're going to achieve it. It's a lot of work, as much as it sounds very easy to say. And I know that it sounds very motivational speaking-ish kind of thing. But if you are not working on your mind to take these things seriously, you are not going to do it. So at the risk of sounding like a motivational speaker, you need to believe that you're going to have it. And you need to remind yourself consciously all the time that you are going to have it. Think positively about it. Once doubt is rearing its head, wherever it is rearing its head from friends, family, or even from you, be ready to counter it immediately with the word of God and with your affirmations about the fact that it is yours to achieve and you're going to achieve it. So you need to own this vision and begin to recalibrate your mind to accept that it is yours, and in a few years, that is going to be who you are. Another thing that affects our mind is our background. And again, I hate to sound like this, but I'm not trying to be very cliche. But your background is not where you are going. What you can do with your background includes two things. You can either let it influence you to push through and work hard to where you're going to, or you can let it stop you from doing the work that you need to work. I hope that you let it influence your journey and help you to push through and not limit you. So as a successful person, as somebody that you know that success is definitely in the works for you, you need to have a winning mindset. You need to have a success mindset. You need to have an abundance mindset. These are the mindsets that you need to start operating in, not a failure mindset, not a fearful mindset, but you need to begin to see yourself as a winner. And a winner always wins. A winner always sees themselves winning. If you achieve success with the wrong mindset, you're going to, with yourself, kill that success. It's either you do not appreciate the success that you have, or you are always fighting imposter syndrome. These two things, very terrible to be in. So change your mindset now for the picture of the self of you that you want to be. Change the way you think right now so that when you achieve success, you're not thinking like a failure, you're thinking like a successful person. Number two, you need to build character today. If you have not built your character right today, when you become a successful person, shame will not let you build any character because you're already seeing yourself as a big person. And one of the reasons why people miss opportunities, even opportunities to be successful today, is because they have bad character. I know that you don't like to hear that you have bad character, but maybe you should check your character now so that when you become a successful person, your bad character is not seen on a global stage. I'm moving too fast. When you have bad character today, your bad character stops you from getting the opportunities that you should be getting today. People that have bad character miss opportunities because even if the person that wants to help you has not seen you in your full bad character-ish way, other people that have seen will begin to warn them about how you are and the things that you do that does not necessarily speak good for you. And so for this reason, it is important for you to work on your character now, today. Build the right character today so that when you are on your global stage, when you have become the successful person that you know you're going to be, It's not bad character that brings you down. It's not bad character that people define you as. They don't have a but when they are introducing you to other people. They wouldn't say, oh, she's very good at doing this, but she speaks anyhow. He's very good at doing this, but he does not respect people. These are buts in our lives that we do not want to have. We would not be so bold about our faith in Christ if there was a but attached to who he is. So we do not say, oh, Christ died for our sins. He's a loving Father. He did all these great things and miracles that he performed, but he used to lie when they ask him questions sometimes. We don't do that because he built character. So when he went or when he got to the global stage, the only thing you can say about Christ is all good things. And that is how it should be for us because it's our example. So when you have a vision for yourself, when you have a picture of greatness, of success for yourself, you should know that your character is important. In fact, it becomes 1,000 times important when you know that where you're going to is a global stage and people are going to see you. There are things that I would not do, not because there are things that should not be done, but because I know where I'm going to. And I know that if I get there, this thing is going to be a but in my story. And I don't want a but in my story. I want my story to be clean. And that's what we're working towards. So imagine that your favorite person, your favorite successful person right now has a but when it comes to the way people describe them. So you say like, oh, he's this very great motivational speaker. Why have I said motivational speaker? Is this great motivational speaker, but he has anger issues? You will begin to look at them with some kind of side eye like, I don't know if I want to get so close to you because I don't want you to break bottle on my head. So start preparing for the place that you are going to by building the characters that you want to be attributed to you, because we are defined by the characters that we have. People see you and say she's nice, she's interesting, she's calm, she listens, she speaks well, she does this. They define you by the characters that they see. You don't want to be defined by a bad character when you are on a global stage. So build your character today, because when you become big, when you blow, character is not what you're going to be looking at. Unfortunately, it is going to be how people define you. And when you mess up on a global stage, it makes the news. You want to make the news for good things, not for bad things. The third thing that you need to do is to build structure. You need to establish your structure now, because when you become a successful person, when you become a great person, your schedule changes, your calendar changes, everything about you changes. And when you do not have structure for the things that are important to you, you will begin to ignore and neglect the things that makes you you. So you know that you have 24 hours in a day. Oprah Winfrey also has 24 hours in a day. Bill Gates has 24 hours in a day. The president of nations, they all have 24 hours in a day. We use these 24 hours different, but the only thing that makes those people still human in their own lives is that they have structures that they follow through. So some time ago, I read Leaning by Sheryl Sandberg. She's the CEO of Facebook. I'm going to have the book here and linked in the description, but I think it's a book that you should read. Everybody should read that book because it's just a very wholesome book. That's the best thing I can say, because I'm going to save that for a book review. And in the book, she talked about how all through her stages of career growth, she worked in Google, she worked in too many other big startups before she became the COO of Facebook. And she talked about how it was important for her to have structure, because if she did not have structure, some of the things that she can do today when it comes to her family life, her children, her husband, her siblings, and her parents, she would not have been able to do, because you very much get consumed in your day-to-day. You get consumed in the lifestyle, you get consumed in the activities that you have to do, in the meetings that you have to be a part of, in the projects that you have to work on. And it becomes a lot of work for you to create time for the things that are important to you, including yourself, and you only focus on this work, on this success that you have now gotten. You need to create or build or establish structure so that it becomes a part of you. And this is why I always talk about routine, and make sure that your routine becomes a part of you, because it gets to a point where even you don't know that you have lost the time that you used to have to spend a lot of time with yourself, and you are now just focused on certain things. when your schedule begins to change, it is the routines and the structure that you have built that makes you to still have the 30 minutes that you normally would have that you give to your friends every week, the 1 hour that you have to go out for dinner or something for yourself. Is the structure that you build that helps you to still have those things. And so when you have structure, because of the structure that you have, it is easier for you to adjust these things to make sure that you are still able to fit it in, rather than you starting off without structure and then you're struggling to work all of these things into your schedule. It is easier to adjust your structure, adjust your routine, than for you to start without it and you're already now seeing the lapses. The top is a lonely place, they say all the time, but it is only lonely because you don't have structure to make sure that the things that are important to you remain important to you when you get to the top. So if your family is important to you, begin to create structures to make sure that you are in touch with them at a particular time and at a particular season, so that when you become too busy, even that time, you still know that you need to be in contact with your friends and your family. And so it is these structures that you build that helps you to maintain sanity when you get to the top. Some time ago, my schedule changed, and it changed drastically because I now had more responsibilities that I needed to focus. And I'm not even going to lie to you, it affected me, and I already have a structure that I work with. But it affected me to the point where the only time that I was able to catch up with my friends would probably be sending a message during the day to just say, what's up, what's going on, how are you, and respond to each other's messages like that. And it was only the structure that I built to remind myself that as much as work is important, these other parts of me are important as well, that made me able to scale through. It did take time for me to be able to get back to being more balanced, but the structure that I had made it easier for me. And so this is why I always say that you should have structures, build routines. And I have a video where I talk about this here. Please check it out. Also with structure, you're able to quickly identify when you need to adjust, when you need to assess yourself, when you need to fix, remove, add, adjust, and just make sure that things work. Your 24 hours are enough for you. If you don't have these and you're not able to assess yourself, you don't know when 24 hours become too small for you to do all the things that you want to do. And you begin to work on overtime, and overtime is not good for you. It affects your mental health, affects your physical health, affects all of your health, in short. These are 3 things that I know for sure would help you to prepare for the success that you're expecting, and make sure that when you get your success, you're able to hold on to it and sustain it. You don't become a one-time wonder, one-night wonder, whichever one it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave me your comments in the comment section, or reviews in the comment section as well. Also share with your friends and family, and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Till next time, bye.